What is Guanajuato, Mexico known for? Mummies, colorful lanes, romantic kisses, urban hiking, underground roads, and so much more. Join me as I explore this underrated and perhaps unknown city. But first, let's roll the intro. Hey guys, Trey here for 2Gay Expats. My solo trip across central Mexico continues. If you are new to the channel, welcome and thanks for joining us. On this channel, we highlight our adventures around the world to show you what places are really like if you're thinking of living, working, or retiring abroad. And if you haven't already, it would be awesome if you could smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our tips on moving to Mexico and our travel adventures. First of all, where the heck am I? Where is Guanajuato, Mexico? Guanajuato, Mexico is located in central Mexico, about 359 kilometers or 223 miles northwest of Mexico City. It's between a 4 and 5 hour drive from the Mexican capital. Often overshadowed by its high-profile neighbor, San Miguel de Allende, if you are looking for a charming, authentic Mexican city loved by Mexican tourists, add Guanajuato to your travel list. For tourists, the epicenter of Guanajuato and the historic district is the Union Garden, just steps away from many of the best things to do in Guanajuato, including the famous funicular, which is located right behind the Teatro Juarez. Most of the historic center is pedestrian only, which makes it great to explore on foot. So where are all the cars? I'm not sure if this is what Elon Musk had in mind, but most of the roads here are underground. The tunnel system was originally built to protect the city from flooding from the Guanajuato River, but today the tunnels are used mainly for transit. My Uber driver enters the historic part of the city from a 3-kilometer-long underground road. The streets of Guanajuato follow the extreme irregularity of the terrain, which is quite unique to any other Spanish or Mexican city I've seen. All right, I've promised you guys a romance, and I've seen young couples taken by the moment all over Guanajuato, but nothing compares to the Callejón de Beso or Kiss Alley. The most famous alley is only 168 centimeters or 66 inches wide between the two balconies that face each other. Of course, there's a tragic love story between two young lovers here, but today it's a popular place for couples to kiss for a guaranteed 7 years of happiness together. On such a beautiful day, let's head to the funicular for the easiest way up to the viewing platform with the most spectacular views of the city. Access to the funicular is located down a narrow path just to the right of Teatro Juarez. Get your tickets inside first for just 35 pesos or $1.75 each way. Each of the two cars only holds around 8 or 9 people plus the conductor, so it may take a few minutes for you to begin your journey up, but once you do, it's totally worth it. The entire journey up lasts only 90 seconds, with one car going up while the other car comes down. Once you reach the top, you will find numerous vendors and food trucks as you walk to the busy viewing platform. The most popular time to visit is for sunset, but I wanted full sunlight, so this view is from mid to late afternoon. At the top, you will also find El Pipila, a colossal statue overlooking the city and the nickname of a local hero from the War of Independence, which broke out in nearby Dolores, also in the state of Guanajuato. Returning to the main plaza, also known as the Plaza of Peace, you will find a sculpture of a woman representing peace, also the city's main church, known as the Basilica, and the Legislative Palace. Take a quick stroll through the famous basilica by which many of the city's wealthiest families built their homes. Next, it's time to check in at the Hotel Casa Verreyes, which is perfectly located just across from the main plaza and the basilica. The room is absolutely huge. A king-size bed, you have a desk to do a little bit of work. There's also a massive walk-in bathroom. Super stoked for this deal. I got it for $56 a night for just a couple of nights here in Guanajuato. The hotel also includes a complimentary breakfast, which is another nice benefit to staying here. After a quick refresh, it's back out to explore the neighborhood. The Union Garden becomes quite busy late in the afternoon with numerous musicians coming out to begin their evening serenading visitors. All right, I am absolutely starving. I just found a restaurant called Black Mamba 61 on Google that has 47 5-star reviews, so let's go check it out. This is Diego, the amazing bartender at Black Mamba. He's in university here and a super interesting guy. He says he prefers Guanajuato to San Miguel de Allende as it's a fun city here, a young city, and a university town with many young people coming to live here as it's not so expensive. As you could tell by watching this master class in how to prepare a Negroni, it's Diego's favorite drink as well. If you haven't had one before, it's made with equal parts gin, Campari, and vermouth, stirred not shaken with an orange twist. For food, I try the gyro with grilled chicken and tzatziki, paired with papas bravas, which are just fried potato wedges topped with a chipotle aioli. Overall, the menu seems like a Mediterranean and Spanish-style tapas menu. The food, drink, and personable service are all amazing, which confirms Black Mamba's perfect 5-star rating. The cost for my early dinner tonight is 340 pesos or $17. All right, after dinner, Diego said you have to do the La Bufa hike. And so I was looking at the weather with him, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna rain potentially all day tomorrow, 90% chance. So here I am, maybe crazy, but I'm going to do it now. You will hike past the viewpoint and continue on the panoramic road to the off-road parking lot and trailhead, which begins the hike up to El Cerro de la Bufa, an iconic set of rocks sitting high above Guanajuato with unbelievable views of the city and the surrounding landscape. All right, I'm gonna stop and catch my breath for a minute. I think I'm only 8 minutes away from La Bufa. You can see the city behind me. There are a few other folks. I know it looks like I'm the only one out here. It only took me probably 30, 40 minutes to get up here from the city center. And I definitely passed by the viewpoint again, which is super stunning at this time of day. So the late afternoon just adds a ton more color onto the viewpoint looking down on the city. But I'm super stoked to see what's up here. It's all locals headed up here. Some people with families, some people with flip-flops. But I definitely recommend wearing some proper shoes because the rocks are a little slippery. But all right, I've got my breath. Let's keep moving. All right, I think as soon as I round this bend, I will be there. So pretty, this city behind me. It's crazy how short it takes to get this far away. The moon is also out. It's really pretty. Whew! Oh my gosh. That was exhilarating. Maybe it took an hour 15, maybe an hour and 30 with a few stops, but I made it. You know you are here when you see the Ya está aquí. When you see Ya está aquí, you know that you're here. I think I needed to bring a little bit more water with me, and the last maybe 10 or 15 minutes was steep. You're climbing up these rocks, as you can see behind me here. But wow, what an incredible view. The sun is about to set behind me, right behind La Bufa, so it's gonna be really amazing. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute, let the sun go down a little bit more, and then I will head back. The sun sets around 8 o'clock p.m. and it's around 7:30 now, so definitely don't want to be up here too late, but there are other people I saw coming up behind me, so maybe there'll be some more people up here, maybe there won't, but I am stoked that I made it up here, especially with such good weather. One last pan of the beautiful sunset before I begin the hike back down to the city center. The glow of the sun on the rocks is absolutely stunning, as are the final few moments of the sunset. I also enjoy the twinkling of the city lights as I take the stairs back down to the hotel for a good night's sleep. Saving the best for last for the most popular thing to do in Guanajuato, as well as one of the most unique experiences you can have here, you have to check out the Museum of the Mummies. Mexico has a very interesting relationship with death. It is celebrated all over the country. You've probably heard about or seen photos from Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Most of those celebrations are in Oaxaca. But here in Guanajuato, you'll find the largest collection of natural mummies in the world. With over 100 mummies, the Mummies of Guanajuato Museum is the most famous museum in the city. Entrance is 92 pesos, which is about $4.50, and includes access to multiple rooms and exhibits highlighting the incredible stories behind these mummies. All of the mummies were disinterred from the nearby cemetery between 1870 and 1958. Wow, that was absolutely fascinating. Without any humidity or oxygen, these are naturally preserved mummies. There was no human intervention here other than just burying them in the natural limestone and the clay. What was really intense were just the facial expressions that you could see, and the descriptions were amazing. They had both Spanish and English descriptions of the deaths of each of the mummies. So you really learned a lot about it. And wow, I'm just really impressed. This is definitely one of the coolest things I've seen. Returning to Union Garden for my last meal in town, don't miss Casa Valadez, an institution in Guanajuato and a tourist hotspot for sure. It's insane on the weekends, but very relaxed and enjoyable midweek for lunch. I order the enchiladas divorciados with 2 mole and 2 green sauce enchiladas. There are nearly 4,000 positive reviews on Google, earning Casa Valadez a 4.6 rating with solid food quality, service, and atmosphere at this long-running staple. All right, before I wrap up, here are a few of my travel tips from this past week in central Mexico. To arrive here in Guanajuato, the closest airport is Guanajuato International Airport, airport code BJX, and it's located between Leon and Guanajuato. It's about 30 to 40 minutes away from the city center, depending on traffic, and an Uber will cost about 360 pesos or $18. The airport also has a really nice free lounge for any Priority Pass members. My Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card provides free membership, and I'll add a link to this, my favorite travel card, below down in the description for more info. If you have a week like I did, I recommend flying into Querétaro. The airport code is QRO, and then spending 3 or 4 nights in Querétaro, followed by 1 or 2 nights in San Miguel de Allende, and then 1 to 2 nights here in Guanajuato. Both San Miguel de Allende and Guanajuato can be done as a day trip. However, it's really good to get a good experience for the vibe here if you spend 1 or 2 nights, like I said, in each. And of course, we have videos on all of these cities in central Mexico, as well as numerous videos on Mexico City. So I'll drop all of those links for you in the description below. Well, that's it for my time here in Guanajuato, one of my new favorite cities in Mexico. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Hasta luego!